Welcome to Jimmy Jack. Jimmy Jack is extending this invitation to you via video because some affiliate of Jimmy Jack has recognized you as somebody who has lots of passion and has a high commitment in the health and fitness field. And they believe that you would have some value that you can contribute somehow, some way, or a skill set that would actually fit the Jimmy Jack culture. And the reason I'm doing this in a video is because it is more intimate. This is exclusive. This is not open to the public. So this is hand selecting our own coaches. One thing I noticed over 30 years is I fail. I constantly was failing. I would fall 2 times and get up once. And then eventually my skill set got better and better and better. And I was starting to do pretty good with less people. And I found out that the closer they were to me, the more impact I could have on their life. I was a much bigger influence if I was in their life. That's hard to do now with social media. And so my approach to this is I'm going to hand select and hand pick a few coaches. And the reason I'm doing this is because at a seminar one time, Charles Polkin called me out and told the crowd, this guy here is outperforming just about everybody with less people. And so I had very strong margins. I didn't realize what I was doing. I just knew I was intensely into people. But I was doing better with 25 members in a small private setting than most gyms were doing with 250 members. And so fast forward, this is my 30, let's say over 30 years. And I am now recognizing there's a lot of things I should have never done, and basically I'm thinking, hey, stupid, quit falling down. So now what I'm doing, I'm getting rid of the stuff that just doesn't work and using the time-tested stuff that we've done for 30 years that actually does work. So what we're going to do is focus on the strength of a powerful triangle. When you have a triangle, it's unbeatable. You can't break that force. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 3 coaches and I'm going to get them to the level where they become senior strength coaches. And to get to that level, there's a lot of things they have to do. But everything's based on a triangle. So these 3 strength coaches will have to put 4,000 hours on the floor training. So it's intensive. And then they have to go through 12 lifestyle habits that I've designed over 30 years that just work. I mean, they get results. And then the third most important that's always missed in this field is how to get the money, how to get the capital. And we're going to focus on using a debt weapon to get some more capital, to buy an asset, to get cash flow. No one talks about the scenes behind it. So I've developed a really, really strong system, finally, by falling down so many times. And, the 3 points are the finances up top. And then the systems of strength training. So I've designed and developed 12 different styles that strength coaches should know and all the science behind it. And the other point is the lifestyle tips, making a strong triangle. These 3 coaches, I'm going to mentor them. I'm going to help them. And then in return, they're going to do the same thing. That's right. We're going to help each other out. And we're going to build a stronger and bigger triangle. So these 3 coaches, they're going to be on the lookout for other potential out there that will make us even stronger. And they're going to actually develop them to become personal trainers. And once those trainers get 2,000 hours in, they will advance to a strength coach level. At the same time, we're going to show them how to make the money as they're going. So to get in this program, what you have to do is, first of all, you're not getting in unless you got invited. And then 2, if you got the invitation, you're going to send me a video back and we're going to vet you even further. So it's going to be slow to get in and I will fire fast to get you out if you don't fit. And so we want to make sure you're a fit. So we want to make sure we're strong, we can help each other. If I'm helping 3 coaches, it doesn't stop there, because those three coaches have direct access to each other and then me, and then it funnels down. Everybody has access to their own coach, their own mentor, and it's going to make it really, really invaluable. So I want you to send me a video, and I want you to tell me 8 things. Number 1, just introduce yourself. Like, my name's Jared. I'm J-Rod. Everybody knows me as J-Rod. There's a story behind that. It goes back, way back when. But the reason my name is J-Rod is because most people who trained with me, they know that I've had massive spine surgery. And so I'm walking around with about 2 feet of time in my spine. And I still train 8 times a week. And so they nicknamed me J-Rod a long time ago. So tell me something about you, where you're from. Originally I'm from Indiana, but I moved to North Carolina, and now I reside in Florida. And I ran several gyms, and I got better and better and better the less I did. So my 30 years of experience is doing less, but doing much, 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 much better with less. And so that's a little bit about me. And then number 2, you tell me, you tell our group, how do you think you can add value to our culture? You know, it could be an example. I'm making this up. I volunteer every Saturday at the park to show folks how to exercise using no equipment. My personality is infectious, and I now have 6 people showing up. The crowd is telling me I need to open a gym. I like that. All right. Or tell us how you can raise value. I believe I can add value because I've been personal training for 8 years, and I have 10 consistent clients. 4 of the 10 are dream clients that are highly committed and always pay promptly. The other 6 clients were driving me crazy, always missing appointments and not practicing my healthy suggestions. These 6 were always paying late or not at all. I made the hard decision to fire them by raising my rates. Yeah, we actually will do that in this class. I'll teach you how to fire people. And it worked. My favorite 4 were happy to pay me more for my services, and the 6 pains in my ass all said they could not afford it. Thank goodness. Within 2 months, my 4 superstars referred 2 more people to me, and that fit into my culture and made me more than I made 2 months ago financially. So these are some really awesome tips that we'll get into. But you tell me how you're going to bring value. What have you experienced? What have you done? And then number 3, tell me your skill sets. For an example, a lot of people know that my skill set is working on real estate. So I went and bust, and I've made it big in real estate, and I'm very hands-on. So I know all the trades. So I'm very talented with my hands. Some of you may not know that, but I used to love that. I still do love investing in real estate. Another example is my dad was a carpenter that infused it into me. I started training in my garage and did all the work myself, prepping the garage. I insulated it, I wired it, I drywalled, I painted it, and now I have a badass man cave, garage gym. That's a skill set. You know, let us know what it is. It doesn't have to always be in the field, because we're looking to build strength, and it's just, and sometimes versatility is key. Another example is I am proficient and I enjoy using charts and graphs on my computer. This is not me, by the way. And showing times and peak usage time in my gym. My new focus or attention is to get one-on-one clients to fit in those down times. That's a pretty good skill set to be using a graph to figure that one out. I like that. I am so techie geeky that we installed motion sensor lights that only turn on when a member walks into a room. Interesting. I learned there were 2 rooms never being used and decided to rent the rooms out to a massage therapist. Charts and graphs are my thing. That's a good skill. I like that. What is your skill set? Let us know. Number 4, what is missing or lacking or a problem in the fitness industry? Why are you reaching out to us? Nothing will be me personally. So I realized when I was taking all these courses, and I was, everybody knows my favorite probably was Charles Polkin or Louis Simmons. And The information they gave you was wow. And then I would do lab interpretation courses and all kinds of nutritional courses, FDN courses, and it was amazing. But no one showed us how to put it together. So, and then how to get the capital to do it. So what we're doing now is I want to show coaches what I've learned. I want these coaches to show me the spinning wheels, the systems behind it to make yourself more successful. So great programs, how do you implement them? So ongoing teaching was missing. Learning the systems from a coach nonstop, a mentor, was missing. That's what we're bringing to the table. All right? So give us an example of what you think is missing. That's what I thought was missing, and that's why I'm actually going to start over again. And every time I redo a gym, it is impressive. 30 years ago, I had 350 members, barely made a dime. I did another gym, got better. Another gym, got better. Another gym, got better. I finally opened up the world's smallest gym. It was my biggest payday ever doing less. So doing less but getting more. And now I'm going to start this business with my intentions of giving more intimacy, getting more intimate, more intensity, to have more of an impact, but to get that impact and intensity to more people by sharing. A good example of what's missing or lacking, here's an example you could give, don't give this one, give your own of course, is bad information. I went to a fitness expo and saw a lot of gadgets being sold to strengthen your core. I bought this wobble board and was so excited to get my client to try squatting on it. I put a barbell on my client's back, sounds weird, and told her to slowly walk back and step on the wobble board. I told her to keep her balance and squat down. And then it happened. She couldn't come back up. The board tilted and put all the pressure on one side. Yeah, that's some bad information right there. Stay stable. Thank God she didn't get injured. Since then, we just squat on a solid ground. Yeah, no shit. I've actually seen this more than once. I've seen much worse than this. I'm just waiting for the first person to shoulder press on a unicycle with no seat. I learned to never ask someone to do something I have never experienced. Good point. That's a great learning lesson. I like it. Number 5, I want you to do. Give us a tour. Let us see where the magic happens. Not that magic. Keep it fitness related. Do a video tour like you would tour a new client, and show us what you're offering. Show us your place. What do you offer members or clients, or whatever your business is, whether it be a chiropractor, fitness, massage therapist, maybe just run a business and do consults. What are your services? What does it cost? We can learn a lot from each other. How do they pay? Example is, I have a training studio only. We do exclusive one-on-one training, and we charge $40 an hour. The client pays immediately after a session at the front desk. We pay the trainer $25, and the club gets $15. All right, that gives me an idea of what this application or the application of this person is doing. I like it. Or we do private and group training. Private by appointment, and group is 4 times a week. There are 3 different times a day that we teach a group. Every time slot is a different routine. I like that. We've done something similar. Or I'm a chiropractor that feeds patients into our fitness center where they'll work with a staff personal trainer 12 times before they can use the gym on their own. Interesting. Patient prepays for the 12 sessions at $240, so $20, and then all the money goes towards the trainer. That's how they staff their trainer. Something to learn there. And $29 fee to use the gym for the patient is set up as an EFT withdrawal. So that's how that chiropractor is making some money to run that gym. So these are good examples, and give me your example or tell me what you're doing. Number 6 is, how can you improve? Here's an example. I basically do 2 training routines that I learned in college. My clients plateau and I'm frustrated because my degree was not much hands-on. That is really true. There's really little hands-on in college. And I will tell you, this one is a lot of hands-on. So much hands-on, you can't even go to the next session unless you prove that you did it first. So you're not allowed to teach any of this stuff unless you actually went through it and lived through it. And I know some of you guys have done some of this. So I'm frustrated because my degree was not much hands-on, and my clients seem bored if I give a biology lesson. Yeah, that will bore them. I need more experience, but I'm kind of lost. I don't know who is legit online and don't want to just throw my money away. Yeah, it's a different era for sure. Back in the day, you'd find the greats because they were feet on ground doing the work. Now everybody with a cell phone's an expert. So, another example, I need to be more confident. I get clients' results, but struggle with objections. Like, I want my clients to track their workouts in a logbook, but when they don't, I end up doing it after they go home. I need a mentor with experience to get over these humps. Yeah, that's a good one. I always tell people that the faintest mark of a pencil is better than the best of memory. And I will tell you, that's one of my things that I regret not doing is I have a massive amount of journals. And I've written down every workout for over 30 years. And then if I thought they were worth a while, I would introduce it into my clients. And so now I've got some real gems. The problem is I didn't do enough recording, so I want to do more. I need to learn more from you guys on that one, is how to capture the moments of when you're great and then use that to help others. Number 7, this one's important. You're not going to get in to the program unless you're coachable. So give us an example of how you are coachable. Here's one. Yes, I am sort of an overachiever and like to be pushed to the limit. Nice. One time there was 4 of us doing strongman training, and we were doing 5 rounds of 3 reps on log press and doing 50-yard sled drags for time. Our coach challenged us to do this heavy feat in 8 minutes. If you've done strongman training, yeah, it's brutal. I immediately zoned in and started to get my group excited by encouraging them. It would be done if we work as a team by having the weakest person log press first and the strongest person do the sled first, while the person waiting is going to adjust equipment and change the load for the next person. It worked. I got so excited that I did a brutal 6th round after I did my 5, and all my partners followed suit. That person's coachable, and that's what we're looking for. So don't think of this as a job resume. Think of this as, do you have something to bring to the table, and are you coachable? All right, number 8, and this one's kind of for you, is tell me and the other coaches, what are your expectations? And then we can try to be better. And so tell us your concerns. An example is, will the Jimmy Jack program, will this be applicable immediately? Can I get a program that is usable in the field? Is the investment worth it? Will it increase my value or skill set? That's a good concern. Yeah, I like that. And then maybe tell us what you'd expect out of it. And we'll see if we can accommodate. So, if we love your video and we see value in you, we will grant you access to get into the Jimmy Jack affiliate program. Until then, get your video sent. Jimmy Jack.